Hello, welcome to Electric Petrolhead. I'm standing next to my home charger and I've got a driveway. Now just imagine that I worked in an office all day, my driveway was completely free, as was my charger. Could I make some money from that? And in another scenario, imagine I'm travelling around and I need to park the car for a few hours somewhere, maybe in a residential area next to a wood, or seeing some friends who don't have a charger, but their neighbour does. Could I rent the charger from them? Well, this is exactly what this app called Joosup does. And they reached out to me and asked me to test it. So today, come along, we're going to go into Milton Keynes and we're going to try the app on some guy's driveway. So yeah, follow along. Now the app's really simple to use, I found. So what you do is you download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store. You put in some personal details, username, password, all that sort of details. And then you go to the map and you find the location where you're looking for a charger. And once you've got that location, you tap on it and you'll bring up the profile of the person who owns the charger in the driveway. And what you can then do is you can select the time and how long you need to charge, and there's a really good calculator included on it, so you know exactly how long it's going to take to get the charge you need. And then once you've done that, you submit the request. Now it then goes to the host, and the host can accept it. So it's a little bit like sort of Airbnb or something like that. And once they've accepted it, they will then make sure that the charge is available for you and that it's turned on and everything's ready for you. So it's all very simple to use. So I've already done that. I've got a session booked for today. So let's hit the road, go and park up and plug in and see if it all works. See you in a minute. So I've arrived at the host location. I've parked up on the driveway and the charger's there. It's all very easy, and it's a tethered charger as well, which means I don't have to go and get my type 2 cable out, and actually says on the book-in page whether it's tethered or non-tethered, so you need to know. So all I do now is I go onto the app and I start session, and then I plug in, and that's it. It's all very straightforward. As you can see on the screen, I'm plugged in, I'm charging at 8 kilowatts, which is great. It's all very straightforward, and I can now go on my way. I honestly think I'm going to be using this app quite a bit. There's quite a few situations where we would go somewhere to visit friends, or my daughters play football a lot. So if we're going to be spending, 3 or 4 hours at a football tournament, then most of those are at schools, and I could just plug in at someone's driveway whilst they're playing football, and then just walk back and pick them up with a full charge. It's these kind of things that are really going to make life so much easier for electric cars. With petrol, you have to go to a petrol station. With electric cars, electricity is everywhere. So these kind of apps are going to make life just so much easier for getting a charge. No, really impressed. On a wet, lovely Milton Keynes day, I finished my charge. So I'm now going to wrap up the cable, put it exactly back where I found it, neat and tidy, as we always should, and head on my way. If I needed to, there's actually an option to extend the session. Obviously you need to check with the host on that. So when you click extend session, it sends a message to the host, they get a notification, and it's up to them whether they agree and let you charge for longer, or if they need the charger or they're coming home, then obviously they can politely refuse, and then you unplug and you go on your way. So yeah, really, really straightforward, and I'm impressed. Hey, so I'm back home now. Charge complete. Thanks, Gavin. All went very well. Now, what if you were an office worker and you did have a charger like this and a driveway sat there empty all day long, and you wanted to make a bit of money? It could be a nice little side earner. Obviously, you've got to declare the income. It actually works quite well because you only pay a very low monthly fee for access to the app. And then you link your PayPal account, and then when people like me use your charger, you can get the money direct into PayPal. And the way to do it is within the app. If you go to your profile page, you can click on my chargers and you can add all the details to this. So this is a tethered charger, so it's actually got a cable attached to it, so I can plug it in straight away to the Tesla there if I wanted to. You can put all the details in, and the great thing is you can say exactly when you want the charger to be available. So for example, if you worked in an office 3 days a week, then you just say your availability is 3 days a week. You know, if you've got a large driveway and you can keep the charger free, then you can put 5 days a week. You know, you can set it exactly how you want it. Again, I think the link with something like Airbnb, that's a very logical comparison. When it's available, you say in the app, job done. Then all you've got to be able to do is be available to respond to requests. So Gavin, who's the guy that owns the driveway in the video, he was brilliant. He responded within a couple of minutes every time I had a reason to contact him. And that's the sort of expectation. If you live next door to an attraction, then yeah, could be really good, and it could be quite busy. So yeah, as a conclusion, I think for the right scenario, if you're a homeowner with a driveway and you're at work all day and you've got solar, or even if you don't, then yes, you can make a good bit of money from equipment like your home charger in your driveway that's sat there doing nothing all day long. For people like me, I work from home, so it's not really going to be a solution for me, but it will be a solution on the other side, which is when my daughters play football or any other reason that we're going to be sort of parked up in a residential area for a few hours, maybe seeing friends. You know, the ideal world is if you were staying overnight with some friends and you could park on a neighbour's driveway and charge up and then have a full charge by the morning. Perfect. And Joosup does all this really simply. The app works great. Highly recommend you download it. Head over to the App Store or Google Play Store, search for Joosup, download it, have a look, and yeah, really impressed. Thank you very much for watching. Hope it goes well. Enjoy all the charging all over the country, and once again, it's yet another bit of technology that's making living with an electric car that little bit easier. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.